Come on, sing that. Welcome to my jungle, baby. Welcome to my jungle. Betty, I say he's just a boy from a village in Liberia.
He's just a boy from a village in Liberia.
I'm Mynthia Gonkpala, also known as The Icon. I am from Liberia, West Africa. I am a singer, actor, dancer, performer, creator, and my purpose on this earth was to be an entertainer, and I'm just trying to fulfill my passion. When I first stepped on Loyola's campus, I was a classical voice major, and I had done classical voice for like the past 6 years. And that was really cool, and I'm grateful for it because as a singer, your classical background is everything and it's your foundation. But I always knew from like 5 years old that I was meant to tour stadiums and be the icon. And so I met with my advisor and I was like, there's this class here that I see called Intro to Music Industry. I want to take that class because I know that's what I want to do. And within that class, I met so many talented people, and I was introduced to the major that I'm currently graduating in, popular and commercial music. I auditioned that fall and I got in. From that day, I've done a complete 180. Especially over the pandemic, I took time to just develop myself as a person, but also as an artist.
Can y'all tell them where I'm from?
He's just a boy from a village in Liberia. He's just a boy from a village in Liberia. He's just a boy from a village in Liberia.
I'm just a boy from a village in Liberia.
I transferred into popular and commercial music right before COVID happened, so I wasn't really able to take advantage of the gigging opportunities because I stayed home. So my first time back was junior year, and even then, when Hurricane Ida hit, we were out of school for like 2 months. So December of 2021 was one of my first times back performing.
That trip, it's unreal. Crossfaded and no narco test can reveal why I'm psychedelically in love, and I can't get enough.
I just look back at that performance and I look at Phoenix and the growth from a year and a half or 2 years is just insane to me. Another performance I would say that was really instrumental in my career here at Loyola was my masterclass performance in 2022. This was my first time doing like a performance that is true to me, which is with dancers, with light cues, and with the visual aspect. And I think a lot of people who saw me perform for the first time were really taken aback because it was a spectacle, but also people who had seen me before saw the improvement from then on. And that was cool. I find that I do the most with what I have at that moment. And so at that time, with my current music vocabulary and my current eye for choreography and ear for arrangements, a younger me, less evolved me, that's what I produced, and I'm proud of it. When I look back, I'm not like I wish I could have done something different. That was a snapshot of a moment of my career, but I think that less evolved me still ate for what he could do. Your senior capstone is a culmination of your entire collegiate journey as an artist at Loyola. It's a combination of everything from freshman year all the way to senior year so that everyone can see your journey and your transformation as an artist. Ciao.
What's going?
Ciao. It's just giving like, there's so many moving pieces, like band, vocals, dance, outfits, a bitch. Ooh, not a bitch, but can I just get a break? Like, fuck, like, I know how Beyonce be feeling trying to get this shit together. But it's all gonna pan out.
It's gonna work.
Because we're gonna eat.
Yeah.
And that's that on purr.
Yeah.
Let's start with Bad Appy. So basically, this is a little call and response. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bites. Vocal wise, we had the least rehearsals out of all of the 3 companies that were on stage. I think the biggest challenge vocal wise was just learning all the songs in such a short amount of time, as we really only had 3 weeks for 19 songs. What comes after? Okay.
You hear one more time. I sang it.
Oh.
I don't know if it was right though.
More and more.
I said more and more. More and more.
And so Diego and I are gonna go. A bunch of bad apples.
Bad apple.
Is bad for my
Oh, I
head.
got the shit. Sorry. I think that is it. Bad apple.
Ooh, baby.
Oh, we could do that if you want. I really trusted the musicianship of those 3 singers.
Gospel.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's actually go back to the beginning real quick. From Bite. And then we'll come back to the chorus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bites. I wanted a bite. I left a lot up to them, which is scary when you're doing a show this big, but I think that they handled it very well. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. If I'm a singer, it doesn't matter what I do on stage. If the singing isn't good, I've lost in the battle. Oh, the car, run into the car. I wanted more, more and more. I wanted more and more and more and more and more. But you're a bad apple. You spoil the bunch. Intoxicating one. A bunch of bad apples. I thought the rehearsal went well. Vocally, I'm not too concerned about them because they're all capable musicians, and we do have a lot left to learn, but I think they showed that they can handle anything I throw at them. I'm a little more stressed about the band side because it's just always something. The show is in 2 weeks, and we're locked out of our practice space. I fear 2 members of the band are not going to be at rehearsal tonight. So I just don't know what it's giving. But we're still going to trudge forward because the show must go on. The show must go on, child. Hey, Mir.
Hey!
How are you?
I'm
Hey,
good.
y'all.
We're just rehearsing.
Oh, I was just going to ask, how long do y'all think y'all going to be in here?
Like 5 to 10 more minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're almost done.
Thanks, Queen.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. So I performed all through second semester of my junior year. And I think when I really solidified my band was at the High Noon performance in April of 2022. That was my second time performing the songs from my upcoming long form project. And it follows Love Gone Wrong to the point where it drives you to chase your intrusive thoughts and murder your lover. And it just details strength within the LGBT Black community.
I'm Diego.
And what are you doing?
I'm playing bass for Mynthia.
And are you excited about the performance?
Very excited. I'm very excited. I'm feeling confident and prepared.
Do you like performing with Mynthia?
Oh, yes. More than anyone.
Why?
I mean, I'm just really like, excited to just perform with him again. He's, of course, I personally think one of the best artists here. So, honestly, just grateful for another chance to perform. So.
I don't know. He's like, he just has like the perspective to be able to treat his instrumentalists well, but also like he has like the music and talent to match like what he expects.
Oh, he's a GOAT.
I just appreciate his confidence. He knows what the product's gonna be.
I forgot to say. Murph, since we're only doing 4 times of the fast version, can you only give me cymbals on the first 2 and then toms on the last 2? One more time. 1, 2, 3, and. I'm glad that I chose musicians who weren't ready to be mediocre. Like, they're always striving for perfection and striving for the next level. They already knew majority of the music, but I was just mainly trying to make sure that everything remained just as tight and better than it was 2 months prior. Child, like, I can't. My head's starting to hurt, my chest tight. They got work to do. It's gonna be good. I ordered the dancer outfits. The band has their shirts. I just need it to sound as good as it looks and be an experience. And if it just looks really good and sounds all right, it's not gonna give anything. That doesn't give you're coming to see the icon. That gives you're coming to see some random college student on stage. And we're not trying to give random college student, we're trying to give stadium tour.
Child, why didn't we take the elevator?
Because I'm on a tour diet. A lot of my choreography is based off feeling and like adding your own personality to it. Welcome to the jungle, baby, welcome. Having that confidence with the moves in the first place to be able to add your personality and to be able to freak it is its own struggle. Yourself and down. Ooh, don't be afraid, no, you don't stop. You can't really be as technical on stage because it's not gonna look right. Ooh, slam, don't be afraid, no, you smooth. I like to labor things until they're the best version of itself. Welcome to the jungle, baby. Welcome to my time. Step into the lion's den. You're welcome to my change. Got center, got and red. I've made it my business to do all the groundwork now and making things look as clean and professional as possible now so that when I do make it onto a bigger world stage, it's not as drastic of a culture shock. And I feel like I've been doing it and pursuing it and doing the real things. Down, you might just want to say good night, good night. Dance-wise, it's always going to be a struggle putting together movement, especially on a stage that was that small. So we had to rehearse it smaller than we normally would. I have always performed with 2 background dancers in the past, but this time I said it's go big or go home, so I wanted to do 4. And it was a struggle finding the right people. I even had one person drop out 4 days before the show. I got a call from the dancer. She called me and she was just saying, oh, I'm so sorry, I can't do the performance Thursday anymore. Hello y'all, happy Easter. So today is Sunday. The show is Thursday. And I found out that one of my dancers is no longer willing to do the show. So now I'm down 1 dancer with 4 days into the show. But it's Easter and I'm just going to pray about it. That's all we can do, because there's no problem God can't solve. Let's talk about the Easter fit, though. Yeah, we're gonna try not to be stressed out about it, because ain't no use stressing in something that's out of your control. So we're gonna worry about what we can control and try to get something together. I was already not so sure about the dance element, and sometimes I was really about to say, okay, maybe we should just cut it and it'll be clean with just me. I always try to take things like that with a grain of salt at this stage in my career, and I try to just keep it pushing, really, because I know where I'm headed and I know where I want to be. And so if someone is not interested in being a part of this moving train, then I'm not going to force anybody to be part of something they don't want to be a part of. Luckily, though, and it's so crazy because it's full circle, my best friend, Taylor, who danced for my very first show as an artist, was sitting at the table and heard the conversation. She was like, well, if you need me to step in, I will. So that night, we went to the dance studio and we stayed there for 4 hours, catching her up on all the choreography. We just got out of dance rehearsal. I'm feeling a lot better. We finished learning. Come on, Phoebe. We finished learning it. Now I'm walking these dogs, child. He has to have a side hustle. So it's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that people don't see in terms of my personal preparation, but I have a lot going on all the time, on top of school, on top of recording music, on top of other shows that I was doing. Between me being 21 and wanting to enjoy my life. Good morning, everyone. It was just a lot of stress. It's 3:50. Today is what, April 8th? 9th? All the days just blur. How do I flip my camera? Well, I'll just do it like this. Just now, I was not able to sleep, so I was like, I might as well get up, get on that treadmill, and run so I can up my stamina for capstone. So yeah, we finna see what that gives. I'm tired, but let's get it. I think capstone was just an extremely stressful time for seniors in general. I would wake up for 7 a.m. and go run in the park from 7 to like 8:30. And I would just like run through the set in my headphones. And people would look at me so crazy because I was like belting at the top of my lungs. But I had to do what I had to do. I wanted to sound good. I was working with my voice coach in the shoes that I was going to perform in to make sure that the movement and my breath support were all connected. And then I would go to class, and I would be in class from like 9 to about 2 to 4. And then oftentimes vocal rehearsal would be like 6 to 9. And we would just grind that whole time, and then band rehearsal would be directly after that, 9 to 11, and we would grind that whole time as well. And a lot of times dance rehearsals would be 3 hours as well, so it was a lot of back and forth and a lot of jumping around from place to place. And step, I-M-E-I-C-O-N, down. Hey! That's about to. Before I perform, I always just, I have a little 3-step process. First, I always make sure that I'm centered. I try to focus it all in one place so that I can give it to the audience, or rather so that the audience can receive it. Sometimes that means running through my songs in my head, making sure vocally I'm on point. I always make sure that I pray with everyone that's with me. And the last step would be I just do a personal prayer and a personal connection with my higher being. And that just helps me get in the mode. I breathe. I think it's moments like that I just take to remind myself why I was put on this earth, because I truly believe that's my purpose, and that's why I was put on this earth, to perform, to be an artist. And okay, there's a couple things I want to review before we start. Thank y'all so much. I gotta say all my thank yous. If y'all ready to dance, put your hands together like this. I have a lot of crazy ideas and a lot of big dreams, so I'm glad I had people around me who were like, no, we can do this and it's gonna be great. Okay, well, I think you should do this, or I think you shouldn't wear that. And so I think that honest opinions from people that I trust create the best shows. I'm grateful for my support systems, as well as my friend Campbell, who drove all the way from Oklahoma to come see my show. This is no drill, this is no fluke, this ain't no happenstance, this is the truth. I'm gonna soar, I'm gonna fly, I'm gonna send chills until it's fine. I pride myself on having people that see it. Like, they see the stadium tour 10 years down the line. They see the Grammys, you know, they see all of that. So when I am putting in these crazy hours, like, they're right there beside me. The first outfit, the leather, I was going for a biker, like, rough look to match the theme of the first part of the show, which was Ashes. Ashes was dark, it had silvers, it had blacks, it had grays, it had rhinestones. It's a cropped jacket and you have the zipper going all the way up and the steel toe boots with the ruching. All of that is giving Wounded Bird with the little fringe on the arms. And then when I go for my costume change, I come out in this regal Phoenix ensemble. When we decided on Phoenix being the title, I immediately knew that I wanted to give something that was bright and feathery and orangish. I had to make sure that the costume conveyed the story of Phoenix, Ashes, and Rise. It was really like form-fitting, and the cape with the feathers and the headpiece, I really just wanted to give Phoenix. I wanted to give a bird, but not too costumey so that it could still work for the stage. On stage, I just feel the most liberated, the most alive, and the truest version of myself. As an artist, I feel like you do a lot of showcasing. Sometimes I feel like it gets so lost in translation, I don't even really know who I am until I step on that stage and I'm like, okay, this is me, like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I feel completely aligned in those moments. I connect with the audience in a different way because that's an energy transfer. Performing, I give energy to the audience and the audience gives me energy, and it's that energy exchange that is just otherworldly for me, and there's no really words that I can use to describe it. Especially at Phoenix. That was another level. The adrenaline and the energy that was in the room that day, I felt like it was an out-of-body experience. Like, I was just like, by the end of it, I was like, wow, that was it. I'm so grateful for moments like that because, like I said, it assures me and it reaffirms that I was put on this planet to do exactly what I just did. And I'm just grateful that I'm able to do it. I'm trying to work on smaller goals because I'm so quick to be like, well, arena tour, stadium tour. As far as immediately next, I know that where I currently live now is serving me not much of a purpose in the grand scheme of my career. So I definitely think a relocation, as to where yet, I'm not entirely sure, but a relocation is definitely in the works. Recording more music and releasing more music, I think, is definitely in the cards for me. And I'm such a visual artist, and so much of my stuff translates best visually. So I think more visuals, more music videos, more live performance videos, and just taking my dreams and creative visions into tangible mediums so that other people can ingest them and other people can feel immersed in the experience. And I just want to take what we did at Phoenix and just continue to take that to the next level and hopefully bring it to a city near all the icons watching at home. So just continuing the grind and continuing what I know I was put here to do, wherever that may be. We're just finding ourselves on this journey, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for me. You want your swan song or your swan performance to be everything. We did a lot of thinking about the title of the show. We came up with Phoenix because we wanted it to be, you see us now and these are our ashes, but we want you to see the final product, and that's the rise. Every show that I craft starts off with the music. The music is the bones of the show. The musical journey is just as important as the visual journey. If the music isn't captivating, then no matter what fluff you put on stage, like dance-wise or costuming, it's not going to translate. In preparation for Phoenix, it was up to me, if I wanted it to be extraordinary, to make sure that every element was a 10. And so that meant running all of my rehearsals myself.
Wow. Amazing. Wow. Icon.
Out of the ashes I will rise, just like the phoenix, it's my time. It is my season, the pieces will fall in line. My destiny's calling, the siren sings, the angel Gabriel, he brings my wings over the oceans and under the fault lines. The blessing comes. This is no drill, this is no fluke, this ain't no happenstance, this is the truth. I'm gonna soar, I'm gonna fly, I'm gonna send chills up Satan's side. Ain't no devil can try to chase me, ain't no demon can try to break me, for my name will be known across